Well, children, very good afternoon. L.K. Tripathi is here from LPM Public School. Today, we have a new video, that is Key Elements of Democracy. This topic will give us a lot of information about the key elements of democracy. First of all, I am going to start people's participation. How does people participate in democracy? This discussion will give us knowledge about that. People's participation in the affairs of government is an important feature of democracy. People participate in elections through which they choose their representative to form the government. In India, the government is elected for a period of 5 years, after which elections are held. India is such a country. In democratic form of the government here, the tenure of any government is for 5 years. After every 5 years, there is a new election for the country as well as for the small units too. If people are not happy with the government's performance, they are free to elect a new government. This is very true. अगर हम सरकार के कामों से नहीं संतुष्ट हैं, खुश नहीं हैं, तो हमारे पास ये अधिकार है, हम स्वतंत्र हैं कि एक नई सरकार को हम स्थापित करें. मतलब इन कमिंग इलेक्शन we can refuse the government who has not been suitable for us. Apart from elections, people also participate in the process of governance by other means as well. इलेक्शन के अलावे और भी जो लोग हैं वो पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं गवर्नेंस के प्रोसेस में अन्य रास्ते से, अन्य तरीके से. They can hold protest marches and rallies if they feel that a particular policy of the government is against their interests. People also protest by distributing pamphlets, holdings, meetings and rallies, performing street plays and dramas. These are different ways to campaign, to aware the people, to attract the people for the votes. Sometimes protests get violent, where people destroy vehicles or property owned by the government to protest against government policies. कभी कभी ये प्रोटेस्ट वायलेंट हो जाता है, हिंसक हो जाता है, जहाँ लोग व्हीकल्स को डिस्ट्रॉय कर देते हैं, प्रॉपर्टी को डिस्ट्रॉय करते हैं जो गवर्नमेंट के द्वारा ओन की गई होती है, प्रोटेस्ट करते हैं गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज़ के खिलाफ. एम्प्लॉइज ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस sometimes go on strikes and refuse to work to fulfill some of their demands. जो एम्प्लॉइज़ हैं ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के कभी कभी स्ट्राइक्स पर चले जाते हैं और काम को रिफ्यूज़ कर देते हैं, ऑफिस में काम नहीं करते, अपने रिक्वायरमेंट को, अपनी मांग को मनवाने के लिए। Signature campaigns are also a form of protest where people collect signatures on a particular issue and submit them to the government in the form of a mass appeal. Signature campaign, that is also a method of protest. उसके द्वारा जो है लोगों को जागरूक करने का काम किया जाता है। ये पर्टिकुलर इशू पर जो है सिग्नेचर कैंपेनिंग होती है और इसे गवर्नमेंट को सबमिट की जाती है, जिसका मतलब है एक मास अपील की जाती है लोगों से। Groups of people also organize themselves into social movements to draw attention of the government and the masses towards issues relating to environment, social equality, etc. The Narmada Bachao Andolan and Chipko movement are some examples of social movement. जो नर्मदा बचाओ आंदोलन चला था या चिपको मूवमेंट जो सुंदरलाल बहुगुणा ने शुरू किया था टिहरी उत्तराखंड में, ये एक सोशल मूवमेंट का ये सबसे बड़ा उदाहरण है। ये सामाजिक आंदोलन है। मीडिया प्लेज एन इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल in ensuring people's participation. Newspapers, television channels, and radio report highlight important issues to keep people informed about the various developments and issues of key concern. They try to be impartial in their views so that people are able to form their own opinion and judgment. Media sometimes organizes group discussions among citizens to know their opinion on a particular issue. Sometimes questionnaires with various questions are circulated among the people. The responses to these help to understand the sentiments of the people. Now, how conflicts are resolved? Conflicts को कैसे रिजॉल्व करते हैं? In any country, conflicts are bound to occur as there might be difference of opinion and preferences among people. Some people might feel discriminated against, while others may think they are superior. Conflicts can be based on religion, rights over property or territory, and other such issues. Sometimes conflicts can be very serious and complicated in nature, leading to unnecessary violence, destruction, or even loss of life. There can be conflicts between two individuals, two groups, and even two or more states. It is the duty of the government to resolve all conflicts in a peaceful manner. So that all the parties involved in the conflict are pacified. Sometimes some vested interests ignite conflicts to serve their own purpose. In such cases, the government should be impartial and tactful and ensure that the conflict does not grow out of control. All the citizens of the country have to abide by some laws. Through its police force, the government has to ensure that people follow the law and the conflicts do not lead to widespread lawlessness. If the conflicting parties cannot reach any amicable solution, they should approach the court of justice. अब हम देखते हैं दूसरा डिस्कशन। इक्वालिटी एंड जस्टिस। Equality and justice go hand in hand in a democracy. When people are treated equally, they get equal justice. In India, the government has taken certain steps to ensure equality and justice. The discriminatory practice of untouchability has been abolished by law. Untouchability was an evil practice in which some people assumed themselves to be the superior class and considered a section of the people untouchables. The untouchables faced many discriminations and were denied all basic rights. Today, the practice of untouchability is a punishable offense. The Constitution also declares India to be a secular country. This means that people of all religions are treated equally without any discrimination. So, up to here we have discussed this. Next we are going to discuss the box that is also very important for us. This is the case study, the Kaveri River water dispute. Kaveri River water dispute क्या है? ये अरबियन सी है, केरला है, तमिलनाडु है, बे ऑफ बंगाल है। ये डिस्प्यूट बहुत पुराना है। क्या है इसको हम पढ़ के जानते हैं। Conflict can sometimes involve two or more states. The Kaveri water dispute between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu is an example of conflict between states. Kerala and the Union Territory of Pondicherry are also part of the dispute. The Kaveri River flows in southern Karnataka and then to Tamil Nadu. Both Tamil Nadu and Karnataka demand a greater share of water from the river in 1990. The central government appointed a tribunal, the Kaveri Water Disputes Tribunal, to look into the matter. The tribunal decided to grant an interim reward to Tamil Nadu, ordering Karnataka to release water from the Kaveri reservoirs to Tamil Nadu every year. This led to large-scale violence in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. The government again constituted the Kaveri River Authority, that is known CRA, and the Kaveri Monitoring Committee to find a solution to the problem. After a series of differences and controversies, the tribunal delivered its final verdict on 5th February 2007. The dispute, however, did not end as the four state filed review petitions seeking clarification. Based on the directions of the Supreme Court, the government notified on 20 February 2013 the final award of the Kaveri Water Dispute Tribunal on sharing the water of the Kaveri system among the states of Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and the Union Territory of Pondicherry. The final award makes an annual allocation of 419 ITCFT to Tamil Nadu in the entire Kaveri basin, 270 TMCFT to Karnataka, 30 TMCFT to Kerala and 7 TMC to Pondicherry. So equally distributed. So in this way we have discussed about the key element of democracy. Rest we shall see in the next video. Thank you.